Dear shareholders, good morning. I am Deepika N. Bhandiwar, Company Secretary of BPL Limited. I am pleased to welcome you all for the 57th Annual General Meeting of the company held through video conference. I'll take you through certain points regarding your participation at this meeting. The first one would be the facility of joining the AGM through video conference or other audiovisual means is being made available for the members on a first come, first served basis. All members who have joined this meeting are by default placed on mute mode by the host to avoid any disturbances arising from the background noise and to ensure the smooth conduct of this meeting. Once the question and answer session starts, we will announce the names of the shareholders individually who have registered as a speaker for this meeting. Only the audio of the speaker shareholder will thereafter be unmuted by the host. To start speaking, the shareholders is requested to click on the video on button only once and wait till the video is on. If the shareholder is unable to join through the video conference for any reason, the shareholder can speak through the audio mode also. While speaking, we would request the speaker to use the earphones so that he is clearly audible and minimize any noise in the background. Ensure that your Wi-Fi is not connected to any other devices other than yours. No other background applications are running to ensure that there is a proper lighting for a good video and audio experience. If there is connectivity problem at the speaker's shareholders end, we will ask the next speaker to join. Once the connectivity improves, the speaker shareholders may be called to speak again after the other registered shareholders have completed their turn. We would like to request the shareholders to limit their speech to the maximum of 3 minutes. During the AGM, if the member faces any technical issues, he may contact the helpline number mentioned in the notice of the AGM. Facility for voting at the meeting is also provided for the members present here and who have not voted yet. Members may also go to the voting page of the NSDL e-voting website and cast their vote while watching the proceedings of this meeting also. Pursuant to the clause 39 of the Articles of Association of the company, the chairman of the board is Mr. Ajit G. Nambiar, will be the chairman of this meeting. Requisite quorum as required by the Act and the rules for the today's AGM is presented. So thanking you, I would request now the chairman to conduct the proceedings of this meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Deepika. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Your kind attention, please. The quorum requirements are satisfied and in order. With your permission, I wish to commence today's proceedings. I would like to introduce the directors of the company who are also participating in the meeting today. Mrs. Anju Chandrasekhar, Mrs. Pavitra P, Mr. Navroz J. Kama, Mr. Sabrishan C.K., Dr. Chandan Juneja, and I am Ajit G. Nambiar. I would like to inform you that Mr. P. Shivarajan, a practicing chartered accountant who is acting as scrutinizer for the e-voting, Mr. Madhvesh Acharya, secretarial auditor, and Mr. Manoj Kumar UK, representing Messrs. MK UK and Associates, statutory auditors, are participating in the meeting. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and a very warm welcome to the 57th Annual General Meeting of your company. On behalf of the directors and the management of your company, I thank you for your presence and your continued support to your company. Last year, at the virtual AGM, I had hoped that this year the AGM would be an in-person one. However, the COVID second wave and the possibility of the third one meant that we needed to exercise caution, but it appears that we will now probably be able to revert to some normalcy soon. I would like to take this opportunity to reflect on the past year and share the company's outlook for the future ahead. The last year had served up many challenges to your company. The lockdown from March 2020 that continued through a major part of the year led to lost sales opportunities and severe supply chain constraints. Hardening of key raw material costs as well as logistic costs meant increasing prices. Within the company, programs were launched to enhance the manufacturing capabilities and competitiveness in order to increase profit margins. Keeping the post-pandemic years in mind, the management team of your company has drawn out a comprehensive 3-year strategic plan, setting itself aggressive goals. The pandemic delayed the launch of consumer products with Reliance Retail Limited's national sales and distribution network. The many unforeseen disruptions in supply chains, to the certification process, and to the retail network led to a delayed as well as a scaled down rollout. However, I'm happy to report that BPL TVs and appliances are now available at 400 plus Reliance digital stores and over 1,000 retailers across India. A complete range of BPL products are also available on Reliance Digital online stores. Feedback from retailers across geographies show that the brand is very well received and one of the only Indian brands selling alongside global brands. The management is confident that despite the lingering effects of the pandemic, BPL will soon regain its position as a leading Indian brand across consumer electronics and appliances. Many more products in the BPL brand will be introduced in the current financial year, helping your company to enhance its brand value. During the year under review, the printed circuit board division expanded its customer base and added new segments with high-value electronic manufacturers. The commissioning of the new automated PCB printing line has led to improved productivity, increased capacity, and shorter supply lead times. Despite intense competition from imports and the pandemic situation, BPL's PCB business achieved an income of Rs 30 crores. The lifting of the lockdown since July 2021 has exceeded our expectations, both in terms of revenue and the quick pace in which your company was able to bounce back into business. Our strong order book reflects the success of our growth strategy to expand our existing customer relationships and attract new customers. The size and quantity of the pipeline of new business opportunities has grown considerably over the past few months, and your company remains committed to investing in people, manufacturing processes, and supply chain strategies. Your company has taken appropriate steps towards strengthening the PCB portfolio through working on new products like RF PCBs. These new products represent a profitable new direction for your company's PCB division, one that offers customers unmatched quality and cutting-edge technology. Your company has further strengthened interactions with the domestic EMS companies and established that your company can be a viable alternative to China for single-sided PCBs. Your company has also taken steps to launch double-sided PCB production capacities in order to be in a better position to meet the demand of FY22. As we move through fiscal 2021-22, we are focused on capitalizing on these favorable market situations to drive revenue growth and profitability. My sincere thanks to my colleagues on the board for their advice and support. I also thank all our shareholders, our customers, our bankers, our distributors, and our employees for their support and faith in the company. I wish you all good health and safety. Thank you all. I presume that all members participating here have received the notice convening this meeting, the director's report, the audited accounts, and the auditor's report. I would request your permission to take the same as read. I now ask the company secretary to read the qualifications observations made in the auditor's report.
Thank you, sir. the qualification and adverse remarks of the secretarial auditor and the statutory auditors being addendum to the both report already. I'm just reading for the sake of record. The filing of annual performance report with the RBI. The company's overseas joint venture has been inoperative for a long period. The company is in the process of closure of this joint venture and submitting the requisite application with the RBI in this regard. Second thing was delay in filing few e-forms with the MCA during the financial year 1920 and 2021. The company is regular in filing various forms for registering the resolutions and events with the MCA wherever applicable. However, the company has paid additional fees for the delayed filings. Due to certain technical issues, few of the forms were filed beyond the due date. The ongoing pandemic situation has also contributed for the delay. The company is confident resolving the issue in case the MCA resort to levy any penalty in course of time. The explanations to the qualified opinion of the statutory auditors are: the company has not redeemed the preference shares amounting to rupees 16,958.68 lakhs, which had fully fallen due for a redemption in August 2019. The preference company's response was the preference shares issued by the company have become due as per the terms on which they were issued and have not yet been redeemed. Pursuant to the provisions of Section 55 of the Companies Act 2013, the preference shares can be redeemed only out of the profits that are otherwise available for dividend. The company has not earned profit that is to be distributed as a dividend. The second qualification was the company has not contributed a sum of rupees 265 lakhs towards the group gratuity policy maintained with LIC as required under the Payment of Gratuity Act. Due to a paucity of funds, the company was unable to make a contribution towards a gratuity fund. The company is making a necessary arrangement to fund the same in the installments over the period of time. Thank you, sir.
It may be noted that the speakers' sessions and questions and answers sessions will start after completing all the items listed in today's agenda. Now let's move on with the items of the agenda listed for today's meeting. Item 1. The first item on the agenda concerns the adoption of audited balance sheet and the statement of profit and loss for the year ended 31st March 2021 and the report of the directors and the auditors. The said documents have been with you for some time, and with your permission, I will take the same as read. I move the following resolution in this regard. Resolved that the company do hereby adopt the audited balance sheet as at 31st March 2021, the statement of profit and loss for the financial year ended on that date, along with the board's reports and the report of the auditors thereon. Item 2. Reappointment of Mrs. Anju Chandrasekhar as a director of the company who retires by rotation and being eligible offers herself for reappointment. I propose a required resolution in this regard. Resolved that pursuant to the provisions of Section 152 and any other applicable provisions of the Companies Act 2013 and the company's Appointment and Qualification of Directors Rules 2014, including any statutory modification or reenactment thereof for the time being in force, Mrs. Anju Chandrasekhar, DIN number 00228746, Director who retires by rotation, eligible be and is hereby appointed as a director of the company who is liable to retire by rotation. Item 3. Next item is the appointment of Mrs. Pavitra P. as an independent director of the company. I propose the required resolution in this regard as a special resolution. Resolved that pursuant to the provisions of Section 149, 150, 152 and any other applicable provisions of the Companies Act 2013 and the company's Appointment and Qualification of Directors Rules 2014, including any statutory modifications or reenactment thereof for the time being in force, read with schedule to the Act and Regulation 17(1)A of the SEBI Listing Obligations and Disclosure Requirement Regulations 2015, Mrs. Pavitra P. DIN number 08956506, Independent Non-Executive Director of the company, who has submitted a declaration that she meets the criteria for independence as provided in Section 149(c)(6) of the Act, be and is hereby appointed as an independent non-executive director of the company to hold office for a term of 5 consecutive years with effect from the annual general meeting till the conclusion of the 62nd annual general meeting. Item number 4 is the appointment of Mr. Sabarishan Chittur Kalyanakrishnan as an independent director of the company. I propose the required resolution in this regard as a special resolution. Resolved that pursuant to provisions of Section 149, 150, 152, and any other applicable provisions of the Companies Act 2013 and the Companies Appointment and Qualification of Directors Rules 2014, including any statutory modification or reenactment thereof of the time being in force, read with schedule to the Act and Regulation 17(1)A of the SEBI Listing Obligation and Disclosure Requirement Regulations 2015, Mr. Sabarishan Chittur Kalyanakrishnan, DIN number 00013462, Independent Non-Executive Director of the company, who has submitted a declaration that he meets the criteria for independence as provided in Section 149(6) of the Act, be and is hereby appointed as an independent non-executive director of the company to hold office for a term of 5 consecutive years with effect from annual general meeting till the conclusion of the 62nd annual general meeting. So we go to the speaker session. 2 shareholders have registered as speakers at the EAGM. The answers will be given by our team after the speakers complete their questions or comments. I request the moderator to allow the speakers to start with their queries individually.
Sir, there are 2 speakers who have registered now, Abhishek Kalra and Praful Chowda. Among them, Abhishek Kalra is not appearing here. So I'm going to unmute Praful Chowda to speak. Good morning, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Yes, please go ahead.
Now, sir.
थैंक यू सर. लास्ट ईयर भी मैं एक ही स्पीकर था जो आपकी कंपनी में बोलने का मुझे चांस मिला था. इस साल भी अभी सर नहीं आए और मुझे चांस मिल रहा है. धन्यवाद सर. लास्ट ईयर शेयर का रेट था 1770 रुपीस, टुडे 50 रुपीस. यानी कि कंपनी 1 ईयर में बहुत अच्छा काम कर रहे है. शेयर मार्केट थोड़ा अप है तो भी कंपनी का जो रिजल्ट है और कोरोना टाइम में भी काम करे, तो इसके लिए धन्यवाद देता हूँ. और नए मॉडल्स भी आपने प्रस्तुत करे. पर सर मैं एक बात कहना चाहता हूँ कि सर जब भी आपका 100 इंच टीवी प्रोडक्ट्स होगा, जब पहला मैं क्लाइंट बनूंगा और मुझे चांस दीजिए कि मेरा नाम लिखा जाए कि प्रफुल्ल चावड़ा मैं खरीदे. सर फीडबैक में 40 इंच का टीवी है और 17,000 या 18,000 रुपीज़ में मिल रहा है, तो शेयर होल्डर को कुछ डिस्काउंट देना चाहिए. इसमें तो स्पीकर में यही हूँ और मैं आपसे रिक्वेस्ट करता हूँ कि मुझे कुछ डिस्काउंट दे के भी, या कुछ सेकंड हैंड में भी अच्छा टीवी है आपका जो डैमेज हो जाता है और मार्केट में कम रेट में बिकता है, ऐसा भी कुछ चांस है तो मुझे ऑफर कीजिए. मैं BPL का हर एक प्रोडक्ट यूज करता हूँ और लेता हूँ, तो मैं भी ये भी रिक्वेस्ट करता हूँ. और कंपनी में मुझे कुछ क्वेश्चन नहीं है, कंपनी ओवरऑल अच्छा काम करती है, ब्रांड अच्छा है. धन्यवाद सर.
Is there any other speaker?
No sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for your kind words, and we have taken note of your points. We will definitely make best efforts to take this company forward and grow it as fast as possible, and make sure that also some of your requests like discounts. I mean, since we are not selling the product directly, we can only make a request to our selling agent, that is our distributor, Reliance, if they could help with your request. The other point I wanted to tell you, yes, the prices are high because we have positioned the brand at a higher level. So the prices you will observe are higher than what it was being sold earlier in the online market. So kindly bear with that. It is good for the company. The profitability can only increase if we position our product higher than the Chinese products. That's all I have to say right now. I will request my team to get in touch with you and get some more of the specific points you have raised and reply to it. Thank you. Dhanyavad. Since there is no other person online, can I go ahead?
Yes, sir, please.
Mr. Rahul Paliwal, one of the shareholders of the company, has raised few queries on the business of the company, which has been replied through email and very much detailed. No other queries were received by the company. If any questions remain unanswered today, answers to those questions will be emailed to the respective shareholders. Any shareholder who has any queries and was not able to get in touch can email to investor@bpl.in, and we will provide all the answers and replies by email. You're also most welcome to call Deepika on the phone if you're not able to get through. So coming to the next point, those who did not cast their vote through e-voting earlier may now exercise their voting rights by using the same login and password. This facility is available for 15 minutes after the conclusion of this meeting. The results of the e-voting will be announced on the company's website on or before 1st of October 2021, and the same will also be communicated to NSE and BSE. So that concludes the business of the day. I thank all the attendees present here for their kind attention, cooperation, and support. And thanks to all the directors for being available. I declare this meeting as closed. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
There is a 15
Thank
minutes.
Thank you.
Yeah, Deepika, you wanted to say something?
Sir, there is a 15 minutes facility for e-voting. Now the countdown starts now. So within this time, anybody who wants to vote can be done, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you all, dear shareholders, for